Today's video, I'm going to show you how to find government contracts in your state. Let's get into it. What I'll promise you that you'll learn in this video is I'm going to show you where to find these government contracts on a local and state level. I'm going to provide you with a free list of 200 government contracting websites that for sure will allow you to find government contracts for your niche in your state. And then at the end, I'm going to show you a faster way to find government contracts across all levels in all states and all cities and municipalities. So let's get into it. So first, let me just explain how local and state government contracts work. You have many levels. You're probably familiar with the federal level. These are government contracts that you find on sam.gov. But every state, every county, every city, and finally some school districts, they have government contracts. So as you can see here, state governments, they have their own procurement websites. Then you have the county. So let's say Los Angeles County. It would have its own purchasing department, and they would have their own their own website, and you would have to register with them. And then the same on the city, and finally the school district level. As I've mentioned, each one of these would have its own website and its own process. So for example, if you're registered in the state of California, that does not mean that you can do, for example, business with the city of Los Angeles. It's completely different websites, two different registration process, and so on. Now, why you should focus on local government contracting? Obviously, a lot of you are familiar with sam.gov and with federal government contracts. And when you think of government contracting, that's what people think about is sam.gov. But I recommend a lot for small businesses. I recommend that they consider local government contracting. One, because it's less competition, less people know about them, less people are placing bids, and less people are competing with you. And then it's easier for small business. It's designed for local businesses. And in most cases, cities and municipalities, counties, they're working with small businesses in their county or in their city. The requirements are easier. Registration is more easier than sam.gov in a lot of states and counties. And then finally, as a local business, you have a local advantage. One, because in a lot of cases, maybe they've heard about your business. Maybe you have something in common with them. And as a business, a lot of cases, small businesses or even big businesses, they do not want to do work outside of their state. And that's completely understandable. And if that's you, then as a business, you should definitely consider local government contracting. So now we understand why we should go after local government contracts or state government contracts. Now let's see how you can find them. So in your city or in your state, as I've mentioned, there are websites, different websites for the state and then for the city. What I have, and the link you can find is in the description, I have this Excel sheet that has over 200 local and state government sites, and it's sorted by a state, as you can see here. So you can see for the all 50 states and then also District of Columbia, you will be able to find government contracts on the state level, city level, county level, and in some cases, education. So what you have to do is you go to your state. So let's say we are based in Texas, your business is based in Texas. Well, you can see that the level is the state. So this one is a state procurement website for the state of Texas. And then you also have cities. You have San Antonio, for example. You have Dallas, Austin, Houston, and so on. And then you have also stuff on the county level and then the education level. As you can see, this one is a community college. And this one, for example, is also a community college. This one is university health. So first, let's start with the state. So if you're in Texas, you're gonna go and check the Texas procurement website for the state of Texas. And then let's say we are based in Houston. We're gonna click on Houston, city of Houston. So this is the website. These are all the procurement opportunities. What you wanna do here is once you come here, you wanna filter by the status to be posted because they list, as you can see, there are 2,000 pages, and we're definitely not going to go through 2,000 pages. So the first thing you want to do is check the status to be posted and not awarded or closed. So that's just one. And obviously you can do this for your state, but I'm showing state of Texas as an example. And now we cut down pages to 28. One more thing you could do is you can utilize keyword search. So for example, if I'm If I'm in HVAC, then I could just use that keyword and try and find contracts in that industry. In a lot of cases, you might not find the exact keyword, so it's worth it to just check every now and then. Okay, and obviously the same can be done in Houston. So we opened the Houston, and this is, you can see all the postings. This one is for the city of Houston, as I've mentioned, and you can see here all the postings one by one. And then if you see one that's interesting, for example, this one is an RFQ, you could add it to your watch list, and you can also get the public posting here. As I've mentioned, once you nail it down to your city and your state, you are ready. You also have to go through registration, obviously, with each one of the procurement agencies. So if you want to work with the state of Texas, then you have to obviously be registered with them. Now, as you see, there are a lot of websites. As I've mentioned, there are 200 plus. And if you want to do business, and in some cases like this one, it's not easy to actually find a contract in your niche. And even as you saw in the state of Texas, and this one is considered a really nice website for a procurement website, you might not be able to find keywords for your business, but you might have opportunities. Like this one, for example, does not have the word HVAC. So these things you might miss on really valuable opportunities for you. And they don't, great opportunities in government contracting, they don't come along so easy and so often. So how do you go about doing this in an easier way? As I mentioned, the challenge is there are hundreds of websites and not a single place to track all contracts. It's time consuming and difficult to manage. What's the solution? There are a lot of procurement and government contracting websites on the market, but my personal best is samsearch.co, and I'm going to explain why. So with SamSearch, you can search for federal government contracts, and also you can do state grants, and then SBIR and STTR. So with state government contracting, the nice thing about this is you have access to all the states, all the cities, all the counties, and all the education institutions that have procurement opportunities. And we can come here and filter. So for example, if you only want opportunities at the state level, you can just select that, and then you can come here, for example, and select the state that you operate in. So let's say we want to choose California. I'm going to come here, choose California, and obviously you can choose the jurisdiction. So if you only want to work with the state of California, you can find that as well here, but I'm just going to keep it like that. And let's say we are in government IT solutions. It's that simple. And now, as you can see here, we get government contracts. It understands what we're talking about. We don't have to explicitly mention the keyword. And then the good thing is with each one of these, we get all the details and an AI generated summary. That's not available, obviously, on the procurement website. So for example, this one, we understand that the Department of Technology is seeking bids for the development and implementation of cloud-based human capital management solution. See, just with this sentence, I understand what it's talking about. Whereas if I just read the title, I have no idea what they're talking about here. Same thing for this one. This one is the California Employment Development Department. As you can see, it's picking up opportunities in your field from different departments. This one is the Department of Technology. This one is Department of Transportation. This one is California Employment Development Department. And they're seeking IT solutions. You can get all the details. You can see what the type. This one is RFX, Employment Development Department, the state of Texas. The state of California. It's posted. We have 3 months. We can just save this and come back to it later. Or once you think it's a good opportunity, you can click on it, get more details about the procurement opportunity here. You could summarize, for example, the attachments, see similar active opportunities. But what's nice is you could actually ask it questions. You could ask it questions about the attachments. So it would it would read all of these, understand them, and then you would be able to get all the details. For example, like you could ask it to explain the requirements, for example. And it would be able to pull up data, as I've mentioned, from all the attachments and give you a response. And here it's just going to go and give me all the information I need. And obviously, just like any AI model. You could just ask a question, keep asking until you get all your responses back. And the good thing about this, it also highlights the source, so you would know where it's getting the information from. Now, let's say you want to generate a proposal for this and you've filled up your company profile. You could just come here and click on generate proposal. It's a two-step process. First step would be to generate an outline. And what this is doing now, it's getting all the information from the procurement opportunity, the attachments, the obviously what you have to, the requirements and so on. Then also takes information from your profile and creates an outline. Once the outline is there, then we can edit it and generate a proposal. You can come here and edit the writing plan. In most cases, this is extensive, so you might want to modify it, cut out all the stuff that you do not need. For example, if you don't have information about a specific section, you could remove it, or you can explain, for example, add a file to your company profile, so pick that information from, and so on. But once that's done, you could, let's say we edit this, for example, you can define how many pages, the writing plan, and so on. And then you can generate a proposal, and then it will go ahead and generate the whole proposal for you. And you'll be notified by email once it's done, so you don't have to wait for it. And the nice thing about this is that you will get a AI chat as well with the proposal. So you could highlight sections and ask it to edit it, modify it, improve it, and so on. So it even makes editing a lot easier. I hope this was helpful. You can try SamSearch for free today. It's samsearch.co. The link will be in the description. You can get a if you use the link in my description, you can get a 7-day free trial. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.